Yeah. Welcome to this bonus episode right now. WS91 podcast. It's your boy Izzy Too Real reporting here today. And yeah, we just gonna get into it real quick. Playoff games, man. Crazy weekend. Really crazy week to count those play-in games as well. But just got done watching the Warrior game against the Sacramento Kings, where the Kings got that victory, where they lighten that beam out there in Sacramento. So them Kings fans out there very happy. But just wanted to come in and do a bonus episode or a bonus edition today, just to talk about this first round and the first couple games here as the NBA playoffs begin. Again, talk about Warriors shit first. So the Warriors did just fall to the Sacramento Kings 126-123. Not even mad at it, man. Not even mad at it. The Sacramento Kings played their asses off in that second half, especially De'Aaron Fox coming out with 38 points, having a very good game himself. Malik Monk, very big surprise. Well, not really a surprise, but Malik Monk has really just been a bucket for them. But Sabonis really didn't have a good offensive game, but just was able to do other things out there to be able to help that team, like get 16 rebounds, which is very big. But you could tell he was kind of in his head a bit. I'm not really too sure if this was his first playoff game or not. I don't really remember if he made the playoffs with Indiana or not. Maybe you guys can remind me in the comments below. But yeah, it still was a good game from them. But all in all, I think that De'Aaron Fox in the fourth quarter, just watching and seeing that kid does not miss a shot in the fourth quarter, whether it was a three, whether it was a pull-up, whether it was a free throw. Well, he did miss one free throw. But whether it was free throws too. But just seeing De'Aaron Fox go out there and show everybody that he's a player out here, that he might even have that dog in him, because the way he was able to have a little 8-0 run himself at the end of the third quarter to be able to give Sacramento the lead going into the fourth. So that was pretty big for them. As far as for the Warriors, or just in general for the game, just was no defense whatsoever from any Warrior player besides Draymond Green. Well, now I take that back. I give Loon his props as well. So Loon played great defense, but it just seemed like it was more of a track meet out there. Loon did his job against Sabonis. That's why Sabonis really only had the 12 points. But Draymond was being put in so many bad positions where he had to either overhelp, or when he helped, he had to try to recover because there was nobody else to cover for him, as he wouldn't help. So it kind of put a lot of bad positions in there. It was a lot of screen and roll situations where it ended up where Draymond had to be the defender of the ball handler on the perimeter, which I think like 3 different times it was De'Aaron Fox, and De'Aaron Fox lit him up. So it's just going to be one of those things with this series. It seems like the team who plays defense is going to be the team that wins the series. In my prediction, I always thought that the Sacramento Kings probably would end up getting game 1, or I thought that the Warriors would get it, especially until really when the game started. And when I heard that Sacramento crowd, and it kind of gave me a feel of like how the Warriors felt back in 2007 when the We Believe team was going on. That crowd was loud. It was loud as hell. So I kind of felt right there that would give Sacramento the momentum that they needed to probably get that one game, which would have been this one. So I don't see the arena being that frantic, that loud, that raucous as it was today on Monday for game 2, or even for game 5 when they return back, I think on Sunday or next Monday or something like that. But I don't see that arena being the same, being as raucous. I see the Warrior fans being able to sneak in now after game 1. I think game 1 they didn't really want to let the Warrior fans in there because of the simple fact that they wanted that building to be raucous for Kings fans. So it really wasn't a lot of Warrior fans in there. But if you notice, all 4 games, I take that back. I'm messing up my words. 2 of the road games that were in Sacramento, they were half and half. It was half Warrior fans, half King fans. So now you kind of see like they wanted all King fans to be in there. Plus, let me give credit to the Kings fans. They showed up for their team when they needed them. So again, it was a very good game. The atmosphere was nuts, crazy. But all in all, still a good game. I think Steph Curry still had a pretty decent game. Tried to really give the Warriors the lead, but it really, to me in my eyes, it came down to the Wiggins 3 in the corner, which kind of came off a bit. But I thought he should have drove it and got it done because they were really only down 1. And then the Steph had a chance to tie the game and send it to overtime with the Dirk one leg 3. but it went off. Neither shot went down, which is it is what it is. But at the end of the day, it's kind of more of it took this effort for the Kings to win this game. If the Warriors would have got blown out, I think maybe I would have been more like, well, okay, well, here we go now. So what the hell are we going to go from here? But it still was a good sign. It was only 123, 126. The Kings only won by 3, barely won the game. It took a valiant effort from De'Aaron Fox with 38, I believe, and then 32 from Malik Monk for them to be able to win this game. So, again, the first energy and the first punch was thrown by the Sacramento Kings. A good punch. I'm not going to say it wounded the Warriors, but it made them step back a bit. So we have to reassess and come back for game 2, which will be on Monday in Sacramento again, and come out with a win that time. My prediction is not going to change. It might have to change if things go different next game. But again, I have the Warriors still winning in 5. I never thought it was going to be a sweep in the first place. But for me, just being a NBA head for the past, 30 years of my life, I know how significant that first game can be if you win it, because you could get the momentum. But this Warrior team is so experienced. They've been through this 10 different times already. So I don't see them panicking. I do see them still winning the next 4 games. So not really worried about that. If they lose the next game, then I'll get back on here and we'll have to reevaluate. But until then, still good ass win by the Sacramento Kings. They got that one. But I don't see them getting any more. And I don't think I'm putting my foot in my mouth. So that is what it is. Other games around the association that took place. The Philadelphia 76ers opened the day, and damn, I keep forgetting what team that they went against. I'm going pro bono off the top of the head. The Philadelphia 76ers won their game. I don't remember who the hell they played, but they won where James Harden looked very good out there. Tobias Harris looked good. Joel Embiid was being the MVP. This is one of those games I had to get up early to watch, but it was a blowout game where the 76ers got up and they pretty much kept the lead the whole way through. And it pretty much was the same thing for the next game, which was the Boston Celtics against the Atlanta Hawks. The Hawks didn't stand a chance in the series, and it kind of really showed today. They don't stand a chance. Boston was just on them. Just defensively, there's not enough offensive firepower for Atlanta to be able to get this series at all. So it really is kind of like a dog playing with his food right now. So I really see maybe one game that Atlanta be able to get. Maybe that's game 3 when they get to Atlanta. But Boston's got this series. Boston's focused. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown focused. Derek White, who had a good game, to me, very focused. It's just the team that they have around them. They're pretty much the same team with the addition of Malcolm Brogdon. But I don't see them having a hard time in this series. I really don't even see them having a hard time too much against Philly. I just see them having a hard time against Milwaukee, and we'll see who wins with that. But again, good win for them. The next game, which I'm kind of disappointed in, was the New York Knicks taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers, where the Cavaliers dropped that game. I was going for the Cavaliers, still going for the Cavs. I like Donovan Mitchell. I like Darius Garland. I like that two-man combo. But they just wasn't able to get it done. They were just fumbling a lot of passes. Shots just weren't going in. I don't know if it wasn't the focus or what it was, or just the jitters, because of course it was the playoffs. But it's not like they haven't been in these situations before. But other guys as well kind of had those jitters as well. Like Osman had them, Karis LeVert had them. So it was like they kind of had those playoff jitters game 1, and they weren't really able to shake it. And by the time that they were able to, New York kind of had them figured out. But again, let's give credit to Jalen Brunson, who's been phenomenal for this New York Knicks team since leaving Dallas and going to New York. But he's been phenomenal for them, being a guy that can be able to take a lot of pressure off of, I always want to call him Zach Randolph, Julius Randle, taking a lot of pressure off of him so he doesn't have to be the guy out there that is the decision maker. So that role goes to Jalen Brunson, who's taking care of that role phenomenally. And then, again, Julius Randle. What more can you say about him? He's been going out there and just providing, just being that dog for them offensively, even showing up defensively as well, to everyone's surprise. So New York gets it, and they're up 1-0. That's kind of a toss-up series now, just seeing how both teams played. I get it. I understand that the Cavs had some jitters, but when one team kind of had you a little figured out, you never know how they can go. Again, you're playing the same team for the next foreseeable 4 to 6 games or 4 to 7 games. So we'll see what happens there. But I'm still going for the Cavaliers, but I don't know who's really gonna win that one. The Knicks could very well win that and take that and go to the next round and end up facing Milwaukee, I believe. So which would they'll just be food for Milwaukee. But again, kudos to the Jalen Brunson and to Julius Randle in New York. Great win. Brooklyn. I'm sorry, guys. It was Philly against Brooklyn earlier. I guess that's why it's so messed up, because you just really don't have a star on that Brooklyn Nets team that make you just remember who the hell the team was. But Mikal Bridges did have a good game. I think he had like 26 or something like that for them. But curtains for the Nets. I don't see them winning a game. That's going to be something that the Philadelphia 76ers is going to sweep. I think the Hawks are in trouble. But then again, the Cavs and the Knicks, that's going to be one of the series to watch out there in the Eastern Conference. To go back to some of my predictions that I made last week as far as with those play-in games, I was right. I was wrong. I was right about the Los Angeles Lakers. They got that win over the Minnesota Timberwolves. I thought the Timberwolves would get that last spot. Really, I thought the Pelicans would get the spot, but the Pelicans end up losing to the Young Thunder, and then the Thunder were pretty much destroyed by the Minnesota Timberwolves on that last day. So that will set up the matchup for tomorrow. Well, probably by the time this video is uploaded today, where the Minnesota Timberwolves against the Denver Nuggets, which I think is going to be a better matchup. And it's going to give the Denver Nuggets more of a problem, because Nikola Jokic is going to have two big guys that can go out there and guard him and even make him work on the other end. You have Karl Anthony Towns that can make him work on the offensive end and try to tire him out. And then you have Gobert, who can guard him on the defensive end. So Jokic will get a lot of different looks. So I think that'll be a better matchup than the Young Thunder, who really didn't have a big to really go against that Denver team. It just would have been a miracle thing for them to have win the Minnesota game, or even to get in the playoffs at all, and then just go be food for the Denver Nuggets. So that'd be a great series. Can't wait to see that one. That'll be tomorrow. Another the play-ins that I was right and I was wrong. Then I was wrong. I was right. The Miami Heat got into the playoffs, but they got in as the 8th seed. I thought the Chicago Bulls would have got the other seed, but the 7th seed, but they did not. It kind of sucks to see the Bulls go out that way. I'm a big fan of DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine. I thought that Patrick Beverley would be something very helpful for that team, but they weren't able to get the job done in the second game against the Miami Heat. The Miami Heat just kind of beat their ass a little bit and got over that hump. Jimmy Butler was just too much. So that sets up a matchup. I believe it's Miami and Milwaukee. Yeah, it's Miami and Milwaukee. So, I don't even know. Let's do the check. Yeah, so it's Miami and Milwaukee. So, Miami just gonna probably give them a hard time in one game, but it's probably gonna go 5, and Milwaukee's gonna win that. Again, I'm Milwaukee and Boston in the East. I don't see Philly getting there. It's Milwaukee and Boston in the East, and I'm sticking with that. But all in all, congratulations to the Miami Heat, and congratulations to, I always forget the other team. Yeah, I'm gonna have to edit this down. I forgot the other team that made it in, because the East is not really that important to me because I'm a Warrior fan. But so all in all, the playoffs are still shaping up as some good. Just wanted to come on and just do a quick little episode, if you will, a little snippet, a partial episode, but I still got the Dubs winning, as the post game is kind of playing right now on my TV. But there's a lot of Kings fans that think that the Kings are still gonna win the series. But hey, Kings fans, respect to you guys, but just the veterans are gonna just take over, and it's gonna be it. But all in all, still great weekend so far of NBA basketball, NBA playoff basketball. We'll see more tomorrow. Can't wait for that Lakers Grizzlies game. That's the one I'm waiting for. Let's see how that goes, man. My money right now is on, and I'm not even a Laker fan. but my money is on the Lakers. I just think that it's just, even if the Grizzlies win the first game, I don't give a shit. I still think that it's going to be the Lakers winning it because missing Steven Adams, missing Brandon Clark is going to be big. You're missing these two big guys to guard Anthony Davis, and all you just have is Jaren Jackson Jr. and maybe a David Roddy. So you really don't have a lot to go against Anthony Davis if he chooses to have the game that we all know he can have, which is be a baller and be a superstar out there and take over the goddamn game. So if Anthony Davis gets in that mode, I think it's going to be trouble for the shit-talking Memphis Grizzlies. So this is what Dylan Brooks wanted, and this is exactly what he's going to get. I don't give a damn how old LeBron is. LeBron is still LeBron. He's 38 years old. He still helped them get into the 7th seed to win their playing game against Minnesota. You better give him props. Their surrounding squad that they have around them, their others, as Shaq would say, you can't disrespect and just not look out for those guys like D'Angelo Russell, like a Vanderbilt, like a Beasley, like a Rui Hachimura. Like, listen to these names, Austin Reeves. That's 5 guys that can go in there and provide quality minutes for this Los Angeles Lakers team, and a few of those guys are even guys that can guard. So we'll see what happens and how Coach Darvin Ham for the Los Angeles Lakers choose to strategize and game plan against the Memphis Grizzlies. But all in all, I still see that I think the Lakers win it in 7. So I think this is going to be the one series that go to 7 games, and it'll be the Lakers against the Memphis Grizzlies. So I'm probably missing one more game, but I think it's an East game, but I'm really not even concerned. No, I am. It's the Suns against the Clippers. Sorry about that. Again, I'm going off the top of my head. I got no script written down today. I just wanted to give raw reactions off of what I seen today, so I didn't write nothing down. Again, great matchup. But it would be an even better matchup if Paul George was playing. But since he's not, it's going to be tough for me to see the Clippers winning this at all. But I could see this series also maybe going 6 or 7 games, just because you never know as far as with injuries or with style of play or even with coaching. Monty Williams, great coach. Ty Lue, great coach. So the chess match that goes back and forth could be something phenomenal to where you might see them go 7 games. Again, I still don't think the Phoenix Suns have a lot after their top 3 guys. So that's just my opinion. They could absolutely prove us wrong and go far and see the Warriors in the Western Conference Finals. We'll see, but we got to get there first. So I'll be back and I'll do another one of these for tomorrow's game. So I do this all week through the playoffs. It's going to be fun, man. I just want to give raw reactions, nothing written down, nothing prepared. It's just raw, straight reactions off of watching the games. 6-7 hours of watching games today, maybe even more than that. But I'm fried. So you guys have a good day, man, or a good rest of your night. Talk to y'all tomorrow, man. Y'all have a good one. Peace out.